MegaConLive, and I'm joined by...
It's
Luigi! And the King.
And it's Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus!
And what have you made of today's event so far? I know we're early on day one, but what have you made of, MegaConLive?
Been very good so far, yeah.
It's been absolutely fantastic. This is actually my very first day ever doing anything like this, and it's quite overwhelming, but other than that, I've absolutely enjoyed myself. A lot of amazing people have come down here with great costumes, very friendly environment, and I cannot wait to do it all again.
I'm going to be honest, your cosplay is amazing, both of you are. What went into sort of the preparations?
I'll let Kane
well, for me, back in May, I found somebody in, I think it was Etsy, who does £200 commissions, and I commissioned someone to make this mask, which was worth every penny. This one I bought just yesterday because I didn't like the other costume, but honestly, it was worth every penny. I love being here, I love being the character, I love making people laugh, so yeah. It was great.
And what is it you think about conventions like this? What makes it so unique?
Well, if I had to say, it's a convention where people can come down to, show a side of themselves, but they can't really show off too often. They get to do meet and greets, meet other people that are very similar to them with similar interests, and, have a good time. Because everybody here is generally very happy to be here and excited to meet very talented people. So it's great. It's really great.
It's the 5th year of MegaConLive. What makes MegaConLive so different to other conventions?
Honestly, it's just really crowded over here for one. But yeah, there is a lot of people here, and they are very nice, and there's a lot of voice actors here, some good ones at that. And yeah, there's just a whole load of really amazing cosplays, like Kane from the Amazing.
It's the best one I've seen so far. I've been here an hour and already. The standard's high.
Thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
What is it you're both most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, I know. For me, it's my chance to meet Amanda and Ashley, the voice actors for Zureeal and Ragathon from the Amazing Digital Circus. I would absolutely love to meet them, get to talk to them, maybe take a picture and have a signature. And I'm also very excited to see the convention later.
I'm going to be petty and say I have already got this. Selfies and autographs.
He's on the ball. He's on the ball, this one. And if people want to follow us on socials, where can they find him?
If you guys go onto YouTube and search Sir Diggly, which is D-I-G-G-L-Y, I'm a YouTuber that does content with nearly 30,000 subscribers, and it's a lot of fun. So if you guys want to check me out, then you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or even Twitter.
And you, Luigi?
And I am the Dog Devil 20 on TikTok and the Dog Devil UK on Instagram, all underscores in between each letter, each word.
Thank you for speaking to us.
No problem.
You are welcome.
No worries.
All right, take care.
You too. So it's Dan at MegaConLive, and I am joined by...
My name is Greg. I'm part of a Saber Guild that we do performances here and classes for children and adults during the convention here.
Where did the initial idea to do something like this come from?
Oh, that's a good question actually. We are affiliated by the Global Guild, global organization. It's a global thing, and this is a charity and work basically that we are doing. I'm not the leader, I'm only the representative here, but we have a big group of people to basically join together to do it for the good cause.
And some of the performance stuff, what goes into that? What do you teach people?
Well, we have two types of classes actually. One of them is for adults when we do choreographed fighting, like you see in the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
And then there are children classes that are being performed basically as part of event. Let's put it in performance. Basically, right? We do a show for kids basically.
Amazing. And where can people get more information about that if they want to sort of book a class, stuff like that?
The classes itself are completely free. However, if you would like to make a donation or something like that, we do that on the behalf of the organizers or the organization that is require us to do so. But you can find more information about us on the Facebook and the Saber Guild Naboo Temple.
I love that. And just quickly, obviously MegaConLive, we're in Manchester today, and it's 5 years this year celebrating MegaConLive. What makes it so unique compared to other cons, would you say?
Well, the this wide variety of people that are joining us here today, basically, right? And all the amazing costumes that they are doing as well. They are just outstanding, I would say. Every year you can see the quality of the craftsmanship improving.
And if you could sum up MegaCon in one word, what would it be?
Amazing.
Love that. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
So it's Dan at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by.
I'm Glenn, part of the UK Garrison, part of the 501st Legion.
So we're here at MegaConLive Manchester. It's the 5th anniversary, believe it or not, of MegaConLive this year. What have you made of the event?
Yeah, year on year it just keeps getting better and better. We see more and more people. We see more and more people coming in costumes, which is brilliant to see. I mean, I've been doing this for about 16 years, so I've been on the scene a long time.
How does it help users in what you do?
It's good for us because it's an opportunity for us to showcase the costumes that we do, the level of screen accuracy and the commitment that we do. And also, while we're doing this, we're also raising money for charities. So we do events all over the country. These are some of the best events that we can showcase what we do. And then people can come, we can explain what we do, why we do it, how much we enjoy it, give them the advice so they can get involved in doing that.
And what kind of things can they get involved in working with yourselves?
So we're mainly Star Wars costumes. We do other little icons as well. We have a group called Zureeal Icons, and they do other film characters that are, as the name suggests, iconic. But our main focus is at the Empire side of Star Wars. So Stormtroopers, Darth Vader.
Why that side of Star Wars? Because everyone goes on, the Jedi side, don't they, when they do things like this?
I think growing up, I think a lot of people watch the films, and although they're the bad guys, their costumes, they're more iconic, aren't they? Everybody likes to see the armour and they like to see the troopers and everything, even though Luke Skywalker's the good guy and Rey's the good girl. I think it's just something about the costumes that appeal to people, and that's why people like sci-fi. We like seeing those, as I said before, iconic costumes, and that's what people love. When you see Darth Vader enter a room, he steals everybody's
Well, that first scene with Darth Vader proves that it's the most iconic movie scene of all time.
It is, definitely, and I think the people that are drawn to that sort of thing join the bad side. And I think the other side, because we're quite charity focused, being able to be bad guys that do good, it's also a really
nice spin. You mentioned charities there. What sort of charities have you worked with?
We've worked with hundreds of charities over the years. We've raised tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. So we work, like today, we're here with a cancer charity raising money. I think it's Christie's that we're here with today. But we've worked with so many over the years. Too many to name. It really is too many to name.
And to have something like MegaConLive support you in doing that, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, well, it means obviously we can grow the people that want to join our costuming groups. That means we can attend more events, which then means we can help raise more money for charity.
And if you could give one sort of message to the runners and organisers of MegaConLive, what would that be?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Just improve year on year, get more people through the door, get a more variety of stalls and things that people want to come and see. Make sure you stay relevant.
And finally, if people want to get involved or donate or just see what you're doing, where can they do that?
Well, they can go onto our website, which is I'm going to have to look now because I can't remember. I think it's ukgarrison.co.uk. That's where you can find out more about us and what we do, how to get involved, how to start your journey into costuming. And then for charities, basically, we're not aiming for any specific charities, and we would always say to anybody, if you've got any money to spare, give it to a charity that's close to your heart. I think that's the key thing. Always support the charities that mean more to you.
And just to wrap up, what is your favourite sort of Star Wars moment?
Oh, my favourite Star Wars moment? Probably going down to the premiere is probably my standout moment.
Love that. Thanks for speaking to us.
Yep, no problem. Thanks a lot.
It's your first time at MegaConLive?
Yeah, it's my first time here.
What have you made of it?
Oh, it's literally amazing. I saw those pictures on movies and on the cartoons, and it's like my first time I saw them in front of me.
Yeah.
And it's like amazing.
What made you come to MegaConLive?
Well, I come with my team of I'm here as a content ambassador. So I record content for my brand.
Okay, so talk us a little bit about that. What are you doing at MegaConLive today?
So here we, go visit some booths and take pictures and video and how they feel about it.
Yeah. It's early in day one, but what are you most looking forward to seeing at MegaConLive?
Well, we're just here for the content. We make content for our company. We give them and they open it and name the characters. We make the animations.
Yeah.
So we're here for the names. So we give people to the characters and they name them.
And if you could sum up MegaConLive in one word, what would it be?
Oh, the word will be... It's fantastic.
Love that. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.
It's Dan here at MegaConLive and I'm joined by Chloe. So for those listening to this, not watching it, who are you cosplaying today?
I'm cosplaying Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns.
And what made you go with that iconic look?
I actually don't know. I just picked it out and what do you think of it? It looks alright, doesn't it?
It does. You just wanted to be dressed head to toe in leather
Yeah.
for the weekend. Fair enough.
Later.
Later. Ooh, fancy. So what other sort of cosplay plans have you got this weekend? Are you here for the 2 days?
So I'm here tomorrow as well. I'm doing Enchantress from Suicide Squad, so
Okay.
it's a bit different from this. There's barely
Very
any
different.
clothing to it, yeah. But other than that, just that for now.
What got you into cosplay?
I don't know specifically. I know that I went to my first con like 3 years ago, and I've done it since.
So relatively still sort of new to it. MegaCon's in its 5th year now. What would you say makes it unique compared to like other conventions?
I'll be honest, this is my first time at this one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can't really comment, but looking around, it is a lot better than some of the ones I've done previously. There's like a bigger community and look at everybody, you know what I mean?
It's sort of more, I always think this one's a little bit more central to like cosplayers. Obviously we're just like behind the creator stage. Is there any sort of cosplays you've seen today that sort of made you go, I want to do my own take on that?
Yeah, it sounds a bit weird. I saw, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
It was,
I love the film I watched. I'm not a fan of the second one as much, but...
I haven't seen the second one.
Okay.
But, obviously Freddy. I saw a guy, he's walking around somewhere. Oh my, life-size Freddy, the eyes moved.
Yeah, I saw them having a coffee with the head up. It was a bit of a surreal moment.
Yeah. Well, that's basically it. I mean, I've seen some other good ones, but the other ones I've seen I do as well. Like Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
So definitely Freddy.
What is it about like cosplaying that? Because a few people try it, or maybe they're nervous to it. Like, sort of, what was the best advice you've been given to sort of keep at it?
I don't know. I just think maybe if you want to start cosplaying and you're embarrassed, just do it anyway. Because when people ask you for photos, it's such a buzz.
Yeah.
It really is, and then that's what keeps you doing it. And if you do it and you don't like it, feel like a bit of a, then it's what it is,
And
Can I say that?
no, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's Kev's got to be the one who edits it, so say as much as you want. But we're sort of on day one, so it's like halfway through day one. How have you found MegaCon so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've met quite a few people around. It's quite a big con actually.
Yeah, it feels bigger this year.
But wearing these heels all day, my feet are throbbing now, and I'm so ready to just call it a day, I think. Yeah.
And obviously, if people want to keep tabs on what you're doing and cosplay plans, stuff like that, where can they find you on socials?
Instagram, it's Chloe L Reid X, but Reid, it's R-E-I-D. Facebook, just type my name in, Chloe Reid, and it will come up, and you'll see all my other many costumes that I own.
Amazing. And if you want to give any cosplayers a shout out, who would they be?
Let me think. Well, I'm here today with somebody called Sabs. His username's I am Spider-Man Sabs. Is that right, Kev?
Is it I am Sabs?
Sure it's
We know Sabs, we'll tag Sabs.
Do tag him in the video.
We'll put it on the screen. There we go.
Partner as well. He wants to do cosplay. He doesn't have a cosplay account, but it's Helix. You right? Of course it is.
She'll give you that tenner later.
Yeah. Oh, and then my partner Helix 2428. He's getting into cosplay, so check him out. All don't.
Oh, don't. Fair enough. Thanks for speaking to us, Chloe.
Thank you. Love to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So it's Dan at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by
Jasmine. Cat Espresso.
And obviously, I've just been told off camera, you two met last year at MegaCon,
Yeah, we
so a
did.
year anniversary. What's that like?
It's great. Honestly, we met together because we were so scared of going alone, and it ended up so good.
And what have you come cosplayed as, both of you today, just for those listening to this?
I'm Rinokuma from Blurxis.
I'm Versa from Genshin Impact.
And what made you cosplay these characters? What was your choice?
Pardon, what was the question?
What made you choose these characters to cosplay?
Honestly, just my love for the show, and it's not often mentioned.
And yourself?
Honestly, I'm top 2% on Baressa, so she's my favourite because I actually built into her so hard. So like, on the Kaja, I'm literally 2%.
And just MegaConLive as a whole, it's so unique compared to other cons. I don't know if you've been to many cons, like other branded ones, but what makes MegaCon so different to you?
Honestly, I feel like it's much more safe and a lot more coordinated. Like, I've met a lot more people here than I did at London, because London was a lot more in groups. There were more big cosplay groups rather than here. There's more single people, so it's less awkward to get a picture, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I agree. Like, I do think it's very well organised, and I don't think it's as busy, so it kind of makes it more like comfortable and more like a community, if that makes sense, rather than like just a massive group with like all different people. You know?
And is there any cosplays that you are going to aim to do in the next year or so?
I'm not too sure. Honestly, Baressa took me ages to do anyway, because I had to get her cosplay completed. So
I really want to do Reese from that storm.
Love that. Cannot wait to see that. And obviously, we're early, sort of in day one. You're here for the weekend. What are you most looking forward to seeing and experience at MegaConLive?
Honestly, I've heard there's a Miku expedition thing. I don't know.
I've heard that, but I haven't seen it.
I know. I really like Miku, and I really want to see her like perform.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're doing it this year.
Just I just really like the con, so.
And for those like maybe cosplaying for the first time, because I know you're still relatively new to it, what is being the best advice you've been given?
Definitely, I don't know, asking for pictures. I feel like not enough people come up and ask for pictures and they're way too scared to.
Yeah.
But I've had a few people come up to me, and I've come up to a few people, and that's mainly my goal.
Yeah.
To get as many pictures as I can with people.
Well, for a lot of people, it's just a social thing. It's like they're out the house, they're cosplaying a character, or they see a character, and it's just people have attachments to characters, and I think that's where it probably stems from.
Yeah, definitely.
If people want to keep tabs on what you're doing on socials, where can they do that if you want to give them out?
Cat Espresso on TikTok.
._CS Jasmine on Instagram, and I don't have TikTok.
That's fine. We will find it. We'll tag it. And if you could give one word to the MegaCon organisers about the events so far, what would it be?
Definitely more food stalls. I feel like there is definitely not enough food stalls here.
I like that. Food, that's the priority. Okay.
Just keep it up, I guess, because the con's really good. I do really like it.
Thanks for speaking to us. So it's Dan here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by Kaja Chan. How are we today?
I'm good, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. So this is your first time at MegaCon.
Yes.
How are you finding it?
I'm finding it lovely. This is the most beautiful room for a convention that you could possibly. It's like 4 or 5 different people have told me this is an old train station.
Yeah. So hence the name Manchester Central, yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I always feel like it feels like a map on a game or something.
Yeah, actually, true.
It feels like it should be on like I don't know, a COD or something.
Yeah, I agree. And like, there's something about the scene that makes you just want to grapple hook and just start swinging. It's like you've got a Spider-Man swinging from the ceiling right there, and I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want to do that myself.
It does. I don't know if they've hung that out because the film's out this weekend, or it's just. I think it's always there, to be honest.
I like to believe that Spider-Man is always there, even when there's no convention. It's just she's just hanging there and having a good time.
Just chilling. I just want to talk to you a little bit about your career. How did you get into like voice acting, gaming, that sort of thing?
So I got into voice acting quite early. I was 17 when I was asked to audition for a Peppa Pig tender of his basically an online interactive education, and I managed to do a really good Peppa Pig impression, which got me in the room for.
Can you still do it?
Peppa Pig. My name's what was it? My name's. Isn't it literally just my name is Peppa? This is Mummy Pig and this is Daddy Pig. Peppa Pig. Something like that.
Yeah. So that led to more opportunities.
That led to many more opportunities, despite the fact that my impression is probably not as good as it used to be. And yeah, it got me in the room, so I started dubbing a lot, and then I moved from Hong Kong to London, and I didn't go back to voiceover for a while until lockdown. And in the boredom of lockdown, I decided to train again. So I did some online courses, and I was very intensively learning how to do voiceover, how to produce voiceover by myself at home. And I think since then, I kind of just managed to work my way into it.
I feel like it's a career not many people think of doing. Was it always the plan for you to go into it?
It wasn't something that I was like, I'm going to be a voice actor. But I think I always knew I wanted to act, and I think as an actor, I'm interested in storytelling in all of its forms. Like, it doesn't just have to be television, film, or theater. Voice acting is just as important to me. I think I just discovered that it's a strength of mine. So I've been very fortunate that I've been able to work more and more in voiceover.
When you're doing it, especially with voice acting, because obviously when we're usually watching telly or normal sort of acting, we get to see the facial expressions which tell us and portray emotion.
Yeah.
What's the tips you've been given to sort of help that with like the voice side of it? Because it must be like hard to portray certain emotions.
Yeah, I think one of the best pieces of advice that I got early on in voiceover for video games was that I could afford to be a lot bolder than I thought. Because coming from a film and TV background where we're often invited to be really grounded, it's like everything, it's like the camera is here, like the more still you are, the more the audience can project what they want to project onto you. But with voice, there is so much room to be bolder in the choices that you make, and they will translate. The microphone is incredibly sensitive, but also it can sustain a lot of energy. So the reads of characters where like everything is super grounded and everything's like this might not translate in the way that it would in film and television. So you've got to be, so like basically everything I want to play, I just dial it up by 10-20% and see what that does, just for the sake of exploration. And that was a really good piece of advice that I got.
When it comes to sort of like gaming and stuff, do you have sort of any creative say in it? Or like with an actor, they may have some sort of say in like how they want to play a character. What's that like? What's the process like when it comes to gaming?
I would say it depends on the game. The larger the character, the more time that I have on a game, the more agency I'm going to have. So with a game like Spilt Fiction and Neo, where I'm playing this character for 3 years, I had so much more agency, but also in part because the writers of the game were writing it while we were making it, and therefore they were being inspired by the choices that Elsie, the actress that played Zoe, and I were making. So the character became embedded with my character, right? If it's a small role like a walk-on or an NPC that I'm only recording 8 hours of across 2 days, there will be less agency about what you want to do with the character. However, it is my voice. So the game, the studio, the developer will only have takes of my voice that I give them. So it's always my challenge when I read a line to give them what I would want to do with it first, and then be open to redirection.
When you get like a script like Spilt Fiction, obviously it's gone massive. What was your initial thoughts on the script?
It's interesting because we weren't given one big script to read through the whole way through. We were, so we signed on to do the game, and then maybe 2 or 3 days before our first shoot, we received like, I want to say 50 pages all in one go. And I was reading it, and I thought, this is fun. This is gonna be like energetic. And Elsie and I, we worked similarly where we'd memorize the lines quite quickly, so it felt very fresh, and you know, we didn't have too much time to overthink it, which was ideal.
Especially when your characters interact, obviously you're not in the room, or maybe you are. How do you just get over that? Like, are you in the room together? Or was it used for like Spilt Fiction? Because there is a few sort of scenes where you are all together.
So this is where Hazelight Studios are very unique in that they insisted that Elsie and I would be recording together in a room. They insisted on it. They insisted on not only in motion capture, which is a given, that we'd have to be playing the scenes together, but also in voiceover, that we would be in the same room reading across each other, to avoid this quality of like, hearing that the dialogue isn't quite matching in energy. and also we just got to know each other so much better as a result. And so I feel like you can see the chemistry and the synergy.
Oh, you can see it, especially because I know you're in like the sort of con circuit right now of doing multiple conventions, and that brings us to MegaConLive celebrating their 5th year.
Yeah.
What makes it so like unique compared to other cons you've experienced?
The fact that I'm in a train station with Spider-Man hanging off the ceiling, but also it has been really lovely to meet the fans. I mean, so many incredible, like wonderful people I've managed to speak to today, and every convention is really made by the people that attend it, and people here have been so lovely.
And I feel like this is really for cosplayers. That's the vibe I get. I don't know if you've sort of seen that, but what's your best fan stories?
The best fan stories.
Yeah, have you come across maybe even a cosplay today that you went, wow, that's amazing?
Oh yeah, actually. I mean, I have to shout this guy out. I'm wondering if he's around the corner. There's this one guy that like has come up to me, and they're dressed up as Spider-Man. But what I'm absolutely mesmerized by is they've also they've picked up the mannerisms, the physical mannerisms of Spider-Man. So they come up to my table and they're talking to me, and they're like jumping like this, scratching their head like that. It's like it's giving Miles Morales maybe a little bit of Tom Holland Spider-Man, just like hey man, like it's cool, and I'm watching it.
He busts out a backflip.
Yeah, mesmerized. Like the only thing I haven't seen yet is a backflip, but this person is out there somewhere, and they've really made my day.
I'll get him to try and do a backflip before the con ends.
Please go find them. There's 2 of them. There's a Spider-Man and a Supergirl, and they're walking around together. If you find them, please say hi to them and ask. Just talk to them because they're amazing, and they really.
We will. We'll try and sort them out somewhere. Yeah, we'll try. Just going back to sort of the voice acting, is there a dream role you would like to do? Because obviously I think Spilt Fiction has took you to another level, is in like fame. Is there another sort of role that you've maybe got your eye on that you would love to do?
I would love to play like a really, really hardcore villain.
Right, okay.
See what that does. I don't know, maybe something where the voice has to really transcend.
I was going to say Lara Croft. I could imagine you know.
I'm flattered by that. I would love to play Lara Croft. I would love to, actually. I'll put that on my list.
There you go. And if anyone wants to maybe look into voice acting, what would be your advice for like first steps? Because I feel like it's a niche industry, but it's one a lot of people sort of maybe overlook.
The good thing I would say with voiceover is that it's actually, when you break down the business aspect of voiceover, it's quite simple. You need to train. You need to train your voice, practice speaking and reading, sight reading, practice your accents, practice like the different registers of your voice. So you can get training for that. And there are online resources, or you can go to an acting coach and so on and so forth. And if you research like what is needed to be a voice actor, it's branding. You set up a website, you get your own demo reel, and then you start emailing studios. I mean, there is a really clear path in. So I would say my biggest advice to you is just research, and find out what is available around you. Are there voice classes around you? Like, start there, and then you can. The more people you meet in that sphere, the more advice you'll pick up, and the more potential clients you'll meet, and it'll be a snowball effect.
And is there anything you can tell us that you've got in the works, or maybe about to come out with, maybe this year, next year?
Ooh.
What's next?
Yeah, well, I just played in a really exciting indie horror film, which I'm really excited about, which we shot in Hastings, about a haunted portrait of a girl in a charity shop in Hastings. And it's like horror mockumentary style, which is a brilliant.
Do we know when that's out?
Ooh. I remember that their aim was a Halloween release, which I thought was quite brave. So if not this Halloween, the next Halloween.
Okay. And is it hard to like go from voice acting to like on-screen acting?
Is it hard?
Is it like an easy transition?
No, I think I would say that it's like opening a different box in my head. It's not hard. It's more like, all right, let me close that box and open this box. But also, in a way, all acting informs each other. Yeah. So the more I play with my voice, the more I can use that in my film and TV work. And the better I know myself in film and TV, the more that can inform my emotion capture and theater. So it all informs each other. I wouldn't say it's hard to switch gears, but I would say that I get bored very easily. So it's nice to be able to like, oh, I've done a game now, let's do a film. Oh, I've done that, let's go back to a play. Yeah, it's a privilege.
And if people want to keep tabs on what you're doing, where can they find you?
Yeah, Yeah, you can even follow me on Instagram or just come and say hi.
You're here for the 2 days?
I'm here for the 2 days and I'm quite approachable. Come and say hi.
Very approachable, we can attest to that. Thank you so much, Kaja, for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Stand here at MegaCon. I am joined by the one, the only Sabs. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm really fantastic today. It's MegaCon. I mean, what is there more than MegaCon, right?
Yeah, it feels busier this year, but obviously it was the Comic-Con last weekend, so I feel like more people have got to come to this one as well, and it feels more collaborative this year, which I'm absolutely loving. Obviously, you're dressed as Two-Face today. Tell us a little bit about why you chose that character.
Well, Two-Face resonates, I'd say, mental health, you know. I mean, even as a normal guy, he's just a normal dude with split personality, and I think even though I don't have split personality myself, I know what it's like to battle your demons. So, you know.
That is the greatest. Can we keep that in? Can we keep that in? That was brilliant. But yeah, Uber. Hopefully he gets his phone back from his Uber. But obviously, Two-Face is a sort of a difficult one to sort put your own spin on, and I feel like you've done a really good job with it.
Thank you.
When did preparations begin for your cosplay?
Well, last week I had a local makeup artist, do my makeup. It took about 40 minutes, but otherwise, she did a really good job. And I even said I'd hire her again for today, for Sunday. But unfortunately, she didn't show, and she didn't even message or anything. So I was in a bit of a panic. I was going to turn up without face paint, but my fellow cosplayer friend Chloe, she was in Enchantress today. She took the time. She helped me out. She practically saved my day today.
Yeah, we spoke to Chloe yesterday, and that's the sort of the essence of Comic Cons, I think, and MegaCon especially in doing so, is like people help each other out collaboratively. What other cosplay plans have you got sort of planned for this year? Any more sort of conventions you're going to be hitting up?
Well, I'm hoping MCM Birmingham. I guess it depends on the 2 con finances that I've just been through today. It feels like a drain, but worth it. Future-wise, I am working on some Ghostface variants. I did do a Spider-Man Ghostface last time. That really got a lot of reception, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep that as a secret because I really want to make it a one-of-a-kind variant.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, and obviously MegaCon's celebrating its 5th year already, which is crazy. I think it's flew over personally. What for you makes MegaConLive so unique compared to like other conventions like MCM?
I feel like with other conventions, I mean, with Comic-Con Manchester, they're a bit more sort of like guest orientated. They may, without the guests, they won't really do as well. But otherwise, all cons are great, but MegaCon has this sense of community, and that's what's important.
It does feel like it's more for the cosplayers. This convention. That's not knocking at any other. It just feels like you see all the the photo opportunities, the backgrounds. It's really laid out for cosplayers to really get into character or sort of mix universes, which I like. Is there any sort of cosplayers that you would like to maybe work with or shout out?
Oh, well, I worked with like a great few, I worked with Chloe, we did Catwoman and Enchantress, we worked together a few times. I wouldn't necessarily say a specific cosplayer in mind, but I would, any cosplayer that wants to work with me or I'd like to work with them, let's do something, let's collab.
And if you could sort of sum up MegaConLive in one word, what would it be?
Mega.
Good play on words, I like that. Thanks for speaking to us.
No worries, thank you.
Down here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by Az. How are we?
I'm great, man. Second day and I'm buzzing.
Yeah, I know you've just done a talk on the stage, and it's super early in the morning, but obviously people now coming into the convention as well. What have you made of MegaConLive so far?
I am loving it. Like, I've been to Comic-Con, of course, but there's something about MegaCon where there's just a lot of cosplay, but also
creators.
There's a lot of influencers, creators, but it's, it's the vibe.
Yeah.
It's the vibe that I love, especially MegaCon. The vibe's great.
Yeah, I feel like it's a place for creators to network. It feels more like a networking convention than a Comic-Con.
I feel you. I hear you, absolutely. But a lot of conversation I have with people just playing the game and talking is like, they're streamers. Can we stream your game? I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they go, they don't even get a chance to talk to other developers like this. Because usually it's an email they get, right?
Yeah.
With a Steam key, but now they get to make a face-to-face connection.
And I've never seen something like this. It's something that I've been coming to MegaCon for a couple of years since it launched, and we haven't seen something like this. It seems relatively like a new aspect of the convention. So for you as an independent, game maker, what's that like?
It's interesting because usually I'm in games events.
Yeah.
Things like the London Games Festival, GDC, or all those places. But what I like about this is that I'm able to expose my game to a different set of audiences. And the interesting thing is the set of audience that I wouldn't expect to play this sort of game, like, tabletop gamers, D&D players, cosplayers, streamers, are being exposed to this, and I'm able to tap into their world and get into their psyche and their notes and feedback during the development of the game when I went to events like this. And even now the game's out, some of the notes I've been getting, it's fantastic.
I know it's always like a trial and error when you're doing stuff like this, because then you find out what people actually think, and
100%.
You can sort of level up. I just want to touch on, you said on stage that you actually made the transition from like making movies and TV. How did that come about? Tell us a little bit about that.
So I actually started my career in '98. So I was working on...
You don't look old enough.
It's because I play video games.
There you go. There's the key. Don't moisturise. It's playing video games and drinking plenty of Monster.
Busted. I started in '98 and I did all work in games. I wanted to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
But I ended up going into games because filmmaking, like going to film school, is expensive, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up working on games like Motocross Mania for Sierra, and then worked at Codemasters, Call of Array Rally, then worked on Battalion Wars 2 for Nintendo. Then I left the industry and went to work in film. I worked in visual effects for a long time.
Yeah.
So I worked on like Harry Potter films, Hellboy, The Dark Knight. That kind of rose my career up. While doing that, I made a bunch of short films. One of them called Project Kronos went viral. And I ended up making my first feature film called The Beyond, which is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Did another movie called Origin Unknown with Katie Sackhoff, you may have seen in The Mandalorian with Kaja Chan. Then I directed a show for Disney called Fastlane, and something called Descendants. Then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, all the live action projects got put on hold.
Yeah, everything just stopped.
Everything, right? But I'm like, I'm not just going to sit around and wait for stuff. So I just downloaded Unreal Engine 4, started playing Unreal, started making cinematics, and I just kind of found my way going back into the gaming world. I got a gig at Rebellion on a game called Evil Genius 2, where I did some cinematic trailers for that. And then I ended up doing stuff with Fortnite, with UEFN. I made one of the first third-party game called Moontopia. And I'm like, am I falling back into gaming here? And then I got hired to work on Dune Awakening as a cinematics director for 3.5 years.
That's crazy, and you've got so much like crossover in the last couple of years between movies and gaming.
Yeah.
Have you feel like that's helped your career, just having experience in both
I think
industries?
So. I think so. I mean, dude, when I jumped from gaming in 2003 to film, there was a huge disparity. It was a huge like you're in games, we make movies. You have to start your career again. They just never understood it. Yeah. Today, you could work in video games, jump over and work in film as an artist. The industries are using the same tools. They're all using Unreal. They're all using the same technology, Maya and so on. But also, if you look at some of the best television at the moment, like The Last of Us, the Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Witcher,
even Arcane a couple of years ago.
Arcane, exactly.
Yeah.
They're kind of driving the film industry in terms of Hollywood, right? In terms of good storytelling.
We'll bring it to sort of your game and tell us a little bit about it, the inspiration. Straight away before we hit record, I did say I loved how retro it was. So tell us a little bit about it.
So after finishing Dune Awakening, I decided I'm going to make my own game. I want to make my own IP. And I only had 12 months to make it because I was self-funded the game, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to make a big cinematic game, but I want to go back to the time of my childhood, or my teenage years that I loved playing. And I loved Super Nintendo. I was a Super Nintendo kid. I spent a lot of time in arcades playing Street Fighter 2 and playing games like R-Type and all those games, right? Shmups. So I'm like, would it be great to go and make a game in 12 months, make a 2D game, something that can be accomplished way quicker today than it was decades ago. But also, I looked at my cat. I'm like, cats, shoot 'em ups. What about combine them together? And I ended up with AstroBurn, which is a cute 'em up. It's inspired by Parodius. So it's a really old niche game called Parodius by Konami and Popping Twin B. So essentially, this is a love letter to that genre.
And for you as an independent, as you said, you're self-funded it. So to have something like MegaCon showcasing this, what does it mean to you?
It means that, firstly, I don't need to hire a PR company. No shade of PR companies here. I love PR. But at the end of the day, for me, as an independent developer, self-funding this game, I cannot risk assuming it's going to work. I need to connect with my audience directly. I need to build a community directly. And events like MegaCon does that perfectly for independent developers.
I love that. And if people could, where can people play the game as well?
Well, the game came out last Thursday on 3rd of July, so you can go to Steam and play it. You can go on GOG and play it if you don't want to use Steam. The game's also coming out on mobile, iOS and Android in mid-August, but definitely go to Steam and download it. It's like £7, price of a coffee and a pastry.
I know, and I've already spent about double that just on the way here. Just on coffee alone.
There you go.
Thanks so much for speaking to us.
My pleasure.
It's Dan here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by Jake. Jake, tell us who you're with today.
So, I'm Jake. I'm here with Jab Arcade, showcasing our game, The Dark Delivers.
So tell us a little bit about the game.
So, The Dark Delivers is a night-based survival horror game. It's functionally like Five Nights at Freddy's meets Papers, Please. You work in the cursed underground post office of Postal Sector 7, where it's your job to assess packages to meet your nightly work quota, while also trying to keep an eye on your surroundings so that you do not get jumped and attacked by the several anomalous creatures that also share that basement with you.
It's given sort of retro vibes, which I also like from the screens behind us.
Employee, wake up. You've got a job to do. Pretty simple stuff. A yes or no work initiative. But you've read the job description, right? Though HR has advised me to warn you of some hazards. Make sure to finish your quota and be out by 6 AM. Otherwise you won't be coming back tomorrow. But I think you'll be a valued member of this team.
And obviously we're here at MegaConLive to celebrating 5 years of being a convention. What's it like for yourselves being independent gamers to have something like this to showcase your sort of work?
Yeah, so these events like MegaCon, they are actually very amazing for us. We were actually here last year as well, and so this is our second year at MegaConLive, and they're an amazing opportunity not only for us to showcase the game to people, but also just to get completely fresh eyes on it and like completely fresh testers, as you never know how someone's going to react to your game until they've never seen it before. It's very, very useful.
For those watching this and listening to it, where can they, play the game?
Where can they play the game? Our game is now actually released on Steam, on PC platform.
Amazing. Thank you for speaking to us, Jay.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
There we go.
It's Dan here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by
Nomitee.
And how are we?
Yeah, really good.
I feel like you're like sort of mainstay of MegaConLive. Mainstay, you here all
I love, yeah.
So what for you, like, what makes MegaConLive different?
I had this conversation earlier, actually. I think MegaCon is that's impressive than a lot. I feel like everyone's on the same level.
Yeah.
No one's above anyone else. It's really nice.
It's like a collaborative network of them together. Full of stressful. Mixing notes, essentially.
Yeah.
What have you enjoyed about this event? I know you're being like a guest of the convention and being able to take it all in.
Yeah, I think I do myself to see everything. So I kind of like have done 2 panels yesterday, but 1 panel today. I kind of enjoy the idea that I can do as much as I feel. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The thing too is notice your brand always consistent. What's the key to it? Because I feel like a lot of people come from like Ben when it comes to like making real.
Yeah, I think I'm very lucky. I do a lot of my content but also a lot of my content is from everyday life.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky in that I get dressed. Everyone gets dressed every day. So film it and that's good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just make it easy for you, I guess, to fit around your day. What's your favourite sort of type of content?
I really like transitions.
Okay.
Filming. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I really like doing transitions. Small groups.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, doing like, was it Dub Smash?
Yeah.
That app for like lip syncing. I really like play.
Speaking of like collaborative, you sort of done cosplays that sort of help inspire you. You know, you've got
Like, we
a
have
lot of friends in the industry.
all of my friends, everyone inspires me. They all inspire me at various reasons. Like, some of them make amazing things, some of them are doing amazing things, some of them are a little quieter than others, and they are all.
That's fine. Confidently found out came out over the weekend. You had a chance to see it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? No spoilers, like, what are your thoughts?
I loved it. I loved it. I thought people were doing it people who I like very much. There were two that I was like, oh, they're gone. And then
Without spoiling the film, what can I say this speed? Oh no.
I really liked it. Yeah, I think it was really, really well done.
And we are actually asking people today a silly little question. What noises does Spider-Man make when they swim? Thanks for speaking to us. Before you go, if people want to follow you on socials,
You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok, Nomitee or Zureeal. Yeah.
It is down here at MegaConLive. I'm joined by Freya.
Hi.
How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm pretty tired, but it's always a good time.
This is your sort of first Comic-Con back in a while. How does it feel to be back?
It's good. I've missed it. I've missed it a lot. I mean, it's always stimulating, but it's always worth it. It's always fun. There's lots of things to do. It's
a little bit more like of a nice pace today, a bit more chill.
Definitely. It's quieter in here today.
Obviously today you're Supergirl, so talk us through a little bit the reasons why you picked that character.
I just love Supergirl, honestly. I think she's just such a strong female character, and I don't think that there are enough characters like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just girl power.
What did you think of the film?
I'm 50-50 on it. I think that Supergirl as a character, amazing. I think that the actual plotline of the film could have been better, and that it didn't follow the comic as well as it could have.
What would you prefer, the series or the film?
The film.
The film?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I thought you would have said the series.
No, I only watched one season of that, I think. And
just fell off.
Yeah.
I feel like there were too many series in the whole Arrowverse, to be
completely.
fair.
I was only a massive Gotham person. I fell off with the rest, yeah.
So not even like Arrow, Gotham?
No, just Gotham. And I know that Gotham wasn't top tier, but...
I don't know, the plot lines in Gotham were alright.
Yeah.
I think that kept people like focused in on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, MegaCon celebrating its 5th year already. We last spoke to you at MegaCon 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So for you to come back to this, how's it changed? And what makes MegaCon different to like other conventions? Because I know you've been to a few different ones.
Yeah, I just feel like it's got more of a community vibe to this con. Everyone's like talks to people, everyone's friendly. People just come up to you and say hello, get pictures. It's just, yeah. I think
one thing as well at con, I don't know if you find this, but some people can be, if they're not cosplaying, they're scared to ask for photos.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like people are getting better at that, but like, what advice would you give to people watching this who want to get a photo of maybe the favourite cosplayer, but they're too nervous to?
I think, I don't know, because I was going to say just approach, but I know that that's easier said than done. That's the hard part. It's trying to make eye contact as well, like to try and get that.
I feel like also you're like always busy, especially you're a creator, like
running around.
You're always doing stuff, and obviously there's a stage just for like creators to sort of pass advice on. What's the best sort of cosplay advice you've been given?
I think just have fun with it, make it your own. Don't worry about having to make it screen accurate, because it's never going to be 100% screen accurate.
Well, yours is pretty screen accurate.
These boots are from the Superman film. This is from the Supergirl fight mismatch. I just think that it's fine to not be 100% accurate.
Yeah.
And that no one will notice. It's a mental thing.
And like, is there any sort of cosplays you want to do? Any other conventions you're planning on doing?
No, I don't have any more. I've got Secret Con planned for this year. I've not planned anything else yet, but I'm hoping maybe in November I'll go to a con. I don't think there's been a con announced for November this year.
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think there is.
Usually it's MCM.
Yeah, I think that's like, there's MCM next week. There's Birmingham next week.
Birmingham next week.
So I don't think there is one for November. Might be wrong on that, but
someone might.
I know someone in the comments are going to say something.
Yeah, definitely.
He will. And if people want to keep tabs on what you're doing, obviously social media, where can you find it?
Yeah, it's Psychotic Wildcard on Instagram and it's Wildcard on TikTok.
Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.
So it is Dan here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by the one, the only, Zureeal. How are we?
Hello, hello. My wig is way too tight on my head. I'm in a lot of pain.
For those who are just listening to this and not watching it, you are cosplayed as?
I'm dressed as Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus.
What is it about that character? The reasons why you went with it?
I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a last minute decision.
Yeah.
I did just have this costume for a while, but it's a YouTube series, and like I think it's also on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, no,
so, yeah.
It was a fun show to watch. There was a lot of like back before the finale came out. There was a lot of like people speculating on sort of what the big twist of the story was.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the finale wasn't done very well, but you know.
I feel like you've got such a varied taste in like shows and cosplays. What are you currently watching? What are you a big fan of currently?
Currently, I've actually not been watching much that's like very cosplayable.
Okay.
You know, the Catherine the Great Netflix show.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
Sorry, Chewy's just wanting to get a gag in.
I've been watching that lately. Not really one to cosplay, but
okay.
I tend to prefer cosplaying games and stuff anyway. So.
What are your sort of go-to sort of cosplays? What are you like always buzzing to put on? Like, what's that one cosplay?
Any variation of Hatsune Miku.
Okay, fair enough.
Any variation. I have so many Hatsune Miku wigs, so many different outfits. I'm still so annoyed that my most well-loved one was a last-minute, very low-effort, like Breaking Bad Miku.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one, but I'm gonna have to see it. Obviously, MegaCon is in its 5th year now, believe it or not. What makes it completely different to other conventions? Because I know you're a big convention goer. What makes MegaCon stand out to you?
It's probably not a very good question to ask me, because like I only go to cons to see my friends.
Well, that's fine. It's like a lot of people say it's like community here. It's more cosplay focused, which I think is a fair thing to say with the amount of like photo ops people can have.
Oh, absolutely. No, I love the sort of like set designs that they put up. It's really good for pictures and such. Obviously, I go cons a lot just for like the photos and also see my friends. It's my social life didn't really start until I started cosplay like 10 years ago, so it's very near and dear to my heart.
What is it about cosplay? As you said, like your social life sort of began from it. What was it that sort of made you get the confidence to want to cosplay?
So this was like 10 years ago. I was like 15. I used to go to the school counselor's office a lot because I used to get in a lot of fights in school. And I made friends with this girl there. I wasn't like very like social kid, but I made friends with this girl, and at some point she was like, hey, I'm going to this con in like a couple weeks. Do you want to come with? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And she was like, do you want to try cosplay? I was like, sure, why not? You know, one-time thing, you know. I'd end up doing Eren from Attack on Titan.
Nice.
It didn't end up being a one-time thing because I'm still here, I'm still doing it.
And it's so cool that you still are doing it. What's the best advice you would give someone starting out as like starting to cosplay?
Okay, there's 2 pieces of advice.
Go for it.
So first one is you're not going to be perfect right out the bat. No skill is ever going to be, you're not going to master it overnight. It's going to take time to sort of find your style, find what suits you, what you like, learn techniques. A lot of the craft is trial and error. I've been at it for 10 years, I'm still learning.
I feel like you're very good at like putting your own spin on characters.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people are scared to put there's always wheelies with you, innit?
Always. But yeah, like, you know, the craft takes time to learn, and I feel like it's very easy to get discouraged when, you know, you first start out, you don't really know what you're doing, you take the wig out the bag, you put it on like right fresh out the bag, you haven't styled it, and you know, it's easy to sort of like compare yourself to people who may have been at it for longer or have put hours into it. It just takes time. YouTube tutorials are very helpful.
Amazing. And if people want to follow what you're doing, where can they do that on social?
I am on TikTok, but I never post. But I post quite a lot on Instagram. It's at Zureal, Zureal, 2 E's, 1 A, because everyone always spells it wrong.
It is Dan here at MegaConLive, and I'm joined by Ember Wolf. How are we?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
So we're here at MegaConLive. It's the 5th anniversary.
Yes.
This weekend, well,
Yes.
all this year.
Yeah.
What to you makes MegaConLive unique to different cons? Because I know you're a big con goer.
Yeah, so what I like about MegaCon is there's always something going on. They have thoughts about all of the community, so cosplayers, people that might just want to attend just because they enjoy the vibes and things, but they've got panels doing various things, panels on cosplay, panels on streaming, panels on all sorts. You can do things like activities like Behind Us, where you can learn how to use lightsabers and things. They just keep everything happy, and it's not like, it's about community, and you can feel it in the cons. I feel like some conventions these days you go and there's no sense of community. It's just all about corporate money and things like that.
It's
and
more
not
like, I feel like they're going more sign-ins, where this it feels like creators and it's a networking event.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. And there's so many independent artists, there's so many like stalls and stalls of people that do their own artwork. Like I bought loads this weekend. That's one of the things that I love. I love art and things. One of the other things as well, being a guest myself, they are so accommodating. They take such good care of their guests. And obviously, like I've been able to collab with my wolfie friends, the wolf dogs, which you can't really say you can go to many Comic-Cons that have wolves. So, you know, a lot of thinking about the community and the guests and everything.
Tell us how, you know, the partnership between you and the wolves here came about. Like,
so I've been modeling and cosplaying for a long time. I actually started off being a model first before I got into cosplay. I've been an alternative model a bit longer.
a lot of people do it the other way around.
I know, yeah. So I did alternative modeling and was like scouted for it a bit before cosplay. But when I started cosplaying and things, I just had a love of doing unusual things. I really like the idea of fantasy shoots and things like that. And I wanted to get in doing more photo shoots with animals and things, because I've grown up with animals, horses and things. So like, it'd be really cool if I could get more animals in shoots and just show the beauty of them. And I got in touch with Gemma via a Facebook group that was called Sled Dog. It's like a sled dog rescue. And then Gemma was like, if you want to use some of my dogs for photo shoots, they're really good at listening and things. And that's how we organised our first photo shoot, like nearly 10 years ago.
Wow.
And ever since then, we've just all become really good friends. Like the wolf dogs know me really well now. And yeah, like I've done so many photo shoots, as you can see, with them all over my stand and things. And yeah, it's just, we're all besties now.
Because they were on stage with you earlier today, this morning.
Yeah.
To sort of include them for you, what does that mean to you to bring them into this world as well? And you've made so many people's day, because every time we walk past here, there's a queue and kids stroking them and stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like it's really good, like for people who are neurodivergent and anxious as well. Their energy is just seeing them makes people happy. So like, it's been really nice that I've been able to organize with the organizers, like, hey, you know, the dogs that I do photo shoots with so much, people ask about them every con. Would it be possible, because they're so well trained and everything, to have them at the events? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. And it's just been a hit. Everybody absolutely adores them.
Yeah. And for you, like, you're the most, like, you know, consistent people, like, with your content on socials, at conventions.
Yes.
How do you not get burnout?
That's a very good question. I definitely get tired. I definitely get like points where I'm like, okay, I've been doing a lot. I've just come back from wherever on a plane, but I just know when to stop for a few days. So one of my things that I do is, if I'm in a costume, or if I'm at an event, or if I'm collaborating, I make sure to get quite a few videos, quite a few photos, and then after that I can have like maybe like a week or so just do nothing, maybe just play games, relax. I still obviously have to do things like my admin work, my emails and things, but at least I can have a break from makeup and cosplay. But it's just knowing to take breaks in between.
Because as I said, obviously you said before that you were modeling first and then you got into this, but a lot of people want to turn sort of their hobby and cosplaying into a career. What advice would you give them?
Okay. Well, one of the first things I would say is there's a lot to cosplay. There's not just sort of like what you see in front of the camera. Like I know a lot of people that do a lot of like costume making, or they do a lot of prop making and things like that. If you want to get on the creative side, they make amazing things. Like one of my friends is making me a fursuit head soon, and she makes things for film, TV,
so cool.
and like she's not really too fussed about social media, but she gets work consistently. But if you're looking for more what I do, like content creation and things like that, I will say it's quite hard, and luck is in there, but also consistent hard work as well. It's been about, I started TikTok in 2018, so it's been building up since then. And photo shoots, like cosplays, you don't always need like the best like kind of cosplays. You want to get something off AliExpress. It's about like how you portray yourself. Like a lot of people say they follow me because they like my acting, or they like my facial expressions. They like how I do niche things like this. So it's finding your niche and finding what works for you. But yeah, I'm not going to say it's easy, because content creation is harder than a lot of people think. But yeah, especially when it's a hobby as well, because then you can get tired quicker a lot, or you lose the passion for it, and it's keeping with it. That's the thing. So like anything, once it's a job, it's a job. So if it does become like, for me, like cosplay and social media, it's a job, and I do have to think about where's my money for my bills and different things. I've been incredibly lucky, don't get me wrong, but there is that aspect to think about. But always remember that it is still something you enjoy. Don't let it like make you feel bitter towards what you do. A lot of people that I know, if you think it's going to be too much stress to do cosplay as a job, a lot of people do their own kind of like work outside, and then they do cosplay on the side, or do a bit of both, and that's how they kind of...
The secret is just balance, isn't it? It's just
balance, I personally would say just remember that cosplay, it's a hobby in itself, yes, but it's a lot of work anyway. It's definitely one of those hobbies that requires a lot of work.
But still have fun with it.
Have fun with it, have the characters I cosplay, I cosplay who I want. I don't think about oh, well, if I cosplay...
What is your favourite cosplay? Because you've gotten so many.
Oh.
You must have a little go-to secret fave.
Oh, it's kind of hard to pick. I would have to say either Luna or Stitch.
Okay.
Luna is consistently always my go-to. Oh, I'm doing this con, I'll wear Luna. People know me for Luna now. Stitch as well. Stitch is my...
say Stitch, I feel goes viral all the time.
Yes, I'm doing a new Stitch cosplay soon as well. So I like to do new versions and things, and that's how I kind of keep it interesting for myself.
Just to start wrapping up, what is next for you? What have you got planned in the next couple of months? When can people see you?
So, this is my last UK con for a little while, until October, but I'm actually going to Australia in about 2 weeks to do Pixel Expo.
Oh, amazing.
So I will be in Perth. I will be my first trip to Australia.
Going down under?
I am, and I'm really excited. I'm not looking forward to the 16-hour flight, but other than that, I'm super excited for that.
You'll have a ball over there for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And obviously, we're at MegaConLive. How would you sum up MegaCon in one word?
Fun.
I love that. Thank you for speaking to us.
Of course, anytime.